Namaste friends. Today we are making spinach alfredo fettuccine pasta all from scratch and using almond milk, hence it's vegan. But before we get started, I want you to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon because every week we are going to upload a new recipe. So we are going to make pasta from scratch. For this we are going to need whole wheat flour or atta 1 cup and semolina or suji rava 1 cup and little bit of salt. For alfredo sauce we need spinach or palak, almonds which I have soaked, olive oil, wheat flour or maida, oregano spices and little bit of garlic. And I'm going to take a big mixing bowl and I'm adding 2 cups of whole wheat flour, and for that I'm adding 2 cups of semolina or suji. So we have to take equal ratio for this, and I'm adding 1 tablespoon of salt and I'm going to mix it well. This is an ancient recipe. Even in olden days Italian pastas were made with whole wheat flour and durum wheat, and semolina or suji. Only recently people have started adding egg, because when you add egg to this it will be very difficult to store, but this method you can store for a whole week in the refrigerator. And I'm adding some water and I'm going to make it into a smooth dough. So it is going to be a very stiff dough and we need it that way, because if you make it too watery or runny we cannot make pasta. It won't come up. So it has to be stiff. See how it is difficult for me to knead? This is the consistency we need. See, look, it's kind of like brittle kind of a dough, and this is what we need. Don't make it more watery. And I'm going to rest it covered with wet muslin cloth. You can even use any kitchen towel, and we're going to rest it for 30 minutes. And meanwhile, let's start making the alfredo sauce. For this we are using almonds which I have soaked. We are making from fresh ingredients. Believe me, it will taste heavenly. And I'm adding like around half cup of water to this, and I'm making it into a smooth puree. And what we want is we want to extract the smooth milk, almond milk out of it. Believe me, this method works great. And I'm going to chop up some spinach really finely. And we want the spinach to be chopped really finely. We don't want big pieces in this, because when you're eating alfredo pasta you really want that spinach hint, but it should not be overpowering. So when you're chopping it finely, then it will be like a spinach is like it's blending with a nice harmony with the alfredo sauce. And now I'm chopping up garlic finely. I know you must be tempted to add garlic paste, but believe me, chopping up garlic will give you better flavor in this pasta. Now I'm taking 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can take any oil for this, but if you add olive oil you can really feel that Italian cuisine, and also it's much more healthier. And now I'm adding garlic and I'm going to saute it. And now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of wheat flour. So you can also take maida or refined flour. It will be much more milkier to look at, but taste will be same nevertheless. You can take anything, whole wheat or maida, refined flour. And now I'm going to saute it nicely. This is a very important part. We need to keep sauteing it until it becomes a little bit of a golden brown color. And now I'm adding oregano. Again I'm going to saute it. So when we add oregano at this stage, the aroma which comes out of this sauce is much more nicer than adding it in the later stage. So that's why we are adding it now. And we are going to saute it nicely. See, now the color is already changing. It's much more browner now. And this is the consistency we need. And now we are going to add the almond milk slowly. And make sure that you sim the flame, because we don't want it to start forming lumps. We need to cook this mixture at a very low temperature. So now we are going to smooth out, and I'm going to stir it really nicely. So the thicker your almond milk is, the more thicker your sauce is going to get. So that's the key. If you're feeling that your sauce is getting thinner than usual, then you can fry a little bit of refined flour or maida separately and then add it to this mixture. That's also a way. And now I'm adding the spinach and I'm going to give it a nice mix. Look at the color, oh my god, it's beautiful, and the aroma is so nice. Almond milk and Alfredo sauce, the whole combination is amazing. In fact, it is much better than adding fresh milk. Believe me, you have to try this out because you will get a really nice nutty aroma in this Alfredo sauce which you cannot get in the milk. So now I'm gonna stir it really nicely. And not just that, milk is little bit heavier on digestion, but this recipe is so good even for dinner that you don't feel any heaviness after you eat this. That's because it's so light. And even the sauce is so light, you can use it for any kind of sandwiches. You can make a little bit thicker sauce and you can make it into add as a topping for a sandwiches or pizza. It's amazing. And now I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. So for this recipe we have to ensure that the salt is added in both in the dough and on this also, because sometimes we don't eat the pasta right away. Sometimes we need to store it, or maybe we need to take it for lunch. So if you're adding perfect salt for both of them, then when you mix it you don't feel that that your pasta has less salt or the sauce has more salt. So there will be unique harmony between both of them. So make sure that you're adding salt for both. Don't depend on your sauce for salt. That won't taste good otherwise. Amazing, right? So now I'm going to take out the dough which I have rested for 30 minutes. Still it is stiff because we really want it to be stiff. That's fine. So now I'm going to just crumble it a little bit from in my hands, and I'm going to take a ball of it and I'm going to dust some flour and I'm going to start rolling it. So we want to roll it very thin and don't care about the shape because anyways we are going to cut it into strips. So this recipe is really forgiving in that way. You don't have to really think about the shapes and all, because anyways we are going to cut it and all the excess will go again for the redo. So now I'm going to cut it into a square. So first we need to cut it into a square and then we have to start making strips. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now I'm going to take out the edges. So these will be used to redo. So I'm going to put it back and then I'm going to cut it into strips. So make sure the strips are quite thin. Don't make it too fat because anyways it will double up in the size once we boil it. Look at it. Oh, so beautiful. So now I'm taking a pan and I'm heating up water, boiling it. I'm adding a little bit of salt, just around half teaspoon. I'm going to let it boil. And once it's boiling, add little bit of olive oil. I would say around half teaspoon, not more. Just so that your dough will not stick to each other. So now I'm dropping in. So make sure that your water is super hot and boiling. Only then you drop your pasta mixture. Only then it will cook really well. Since we are making pasta from the scratch, this method is very important to follow. It will just take around 2 minutes. So this is the actual footage, guys. I've not edited this. This is actual footage. That means it in 2 minutes is going to really come up. So that's the time you really require in making this pasta. So do you see it? It's already coming up. So that means once it comes up, that means it's cooked. It's all done. Just give it around 30 more seconds just because I want it to be sure. And pasta has to be cooked al dente. That means it should not be overcooked. It should be cooked perfect. There we go. Now we are going to remove it. And I'm going to put it in. I'm just taking a strainer. But I'm going to transfer this to a cold water which I have. I have another bowl which has cold water in it. Because we want to remove that excess starch in it. And now you just mix the cooked pasta and the sauce whenever you're ready to eat, and there you go, that's all. Spinach Alfredo fettuccine pasta. By the way, coming up next week, a very healthy watermelon cooler which cools you from inside, and restaurant style palak paneer. So I hope you watch out for these recipes, and I hope you have subscribed. See you next week. Bye.